Alright, hey what's up guys and girls, it's me Rosie. Today we're going to be playing some more Inazuma 11. Last time we left off, we was going to the lab, or well, we was getting new players for the team. Let us check the recruits. Where are they? Let's check. Around the room, I think. Alright. Oh, hi, your bank. That's nice. Yeah, I was gonna start closer to lunch, but I had work again. So I had to do it a bit later. And there we go, we've gotten Raccoon. Like the end of the stream. I said I would. Anyways, because we didn't have the team finished, they automatically appeared on it, which is cool. Alright, I guess we have a Jack replacement. I believe Inazuma drop can happen with Raccoon. Another defensive person. Guess we put Timmy on the bench. I think this team looks good. Because I put Steve on the thumbnail, I am thinking of putting him on the team, whether or not I really want to. So maybe I do that. Actually, no, I like Max too much to put Max on the bench. So, yeah. Peabody will have to be benched, sadly. Yeah, this stream could have started about 40 minutes ago if I knew where my keys were. So yeah, I did spend quite a while outside. I'm assuming the audio mix is working. Yep. I don't know what's up with the chat thing, because it seems to be a chooser chat thing rather than the actual whole chat. So it says select message. I might fix that some other time. And he has blown up the device. Or blown up something. Right, enough to models people. I'm pretty sure I went over this in the last stream, but I do wonder how tactics will make a return for like the older tactics. If we even will get older tactics making a somewhat return. Like maybe for Ghost Lock they could just have it slow down the player or something like that. Or just have it be really short. Like they did in 3. Saggy's here. I believe you have to find his sunglasses somewhere. I forget where. Thankfully I am a bit more energetic than I am yesterday, due to actually having a sleep. Basically saying that we need a new special move to take them all out. Yep, and now we have the flash training facility. I do like the fact, I believe Leighton slot is in the flash training facility. Sadly you can't recruit them in this game. You can in the Go games, but in this you have to cheat to use them. But they are a special enemy in there. I don't believe I've encountered them in the DS version, but I definitely did encounter them in the USA 3DS one. I should have played the 3DS American one in this. But then again, you'd have to deal with American accent Mark Evans. I won't wish that on anyone. I guess I am just used to the English one, that the American one just sounds weird. Maybe Nelly should join the team with a push like that. I have been looking at SD, Inazuma 11 SD, and I remembered they did a Yokai Watch thing. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'd wonder if what collabs they're gonna do in Victory Road, because they did make a special vote box for collabs. I am assuming that Yokai Watch is essentially given. Well, Yokai Watch or whatever Yokai Watch-ish thing they announced a while ago. I forget what it's called. Alright. We're going to do the most useful flash training, which I believe to be the special one. I think Strength's also a good one because Guts raises everything. Yeah. I think Speed's also alright. But we're going to be doing special, I guess. I believe it raises 3 TP and 3 FP for each player. So it would actually take a lot of goes for it to do much. Oh, yeah, the SD managers. Yeah, I like the occult SD manager. I don't know how I can bring them up. Maybe I do a new window. I don't know. But I really like the occult manager in SD. Even though I haven't played it, they just seem pretty cool. Because I believe they based off the Japanese lantern. Alright, I believe... Is everything alright? I believe I had a bit of a computer problem. Yikes. That's not looking good. That should help. Oh no. Something's looking a bit... Yeah, it's working now. Good. I thought I've crashed it a bit. Yeah, just had to remove Firefox. Yeah, I'm getting a bit of an error on my YouTube Studios still, but it is now showing smooth frames-ish. So I am assuming it is working. I should probably change the positions of my people here. I don't think Jack should be up front. Yeah, let's look up the occult manager and see if I can put it up on screen for a bit. Manager. Add Midge. Don't know what's up with OBS and having super long windows. Yeah, that's what the occult manager looks like if you hadn't seen. Yeah, I'd try say that name myself, but you're not that good at Japanese, so I won't even know where to start. These Flash teams seem to be pretty easy. Maybe it's just the post-game ones that spam special moves, or the ones in future games. So I swear I had to use a bunch of special moves in these. Oh, we are past. Let's do something no one uses. These. Give Mac a cookie. So these guys do full matches, Sam. So I don't know if it's this or if I'm just thinking of the Inazuma 11 2 matches where you unlock teams that have it, so it's a short match. So I think these are full matches. No, well done. You know, there's some special moves I always get surprised are in the game or not in the game. So I always think both Clone Block and Clone Dribble are in Inazuma 11 1, but only one of them is. I think Clone Block is in Inazuma 11 2. But not this. So yeah, for Inazuma level 1, it's kind of stuck with quick draw. Unless you teach him a better one. Yeah, I think Nathan's Inazuma level 1 moveset's actually pretty bad. For at least for a defender. Like, his only good move is a shooting move. Wow. Now I was distracted. I do know that Fired Up does increase your shooting power, so... Nope, we blocked it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fired Up, one of the things it does is increase power for shooting moves. Oh. YouTube says we're back at excellent connection. That's nice. Yeah, there's a lot of special moves I do like in Inazuma 11-1 that I do wish made it to Go. Just because I think Inazuma 11-1 had a good baseline for Inazuma 11 special moves. Like, I think Teleport Shot would have worked great on the Magic team in Go 1 as like a midfielder special move. That Teleport Shot thing. And maybe Phantom Shot, as in the original. Because I believe that team also has a move called Phantom Shot. Because I believe Phantom Shot in Japan's called something else. So in Go, they named that Phantom Shot. And it's confusing. So like in Ares, I think, they're called a move White Dragon or something like that. And it's close to what Bylong's move's called. Or Bylong's Fighting Spirit. I believe they're going to rename moves like that in Victory Road. Because they renamed Heat Tackle. Kevin finally gets a shot. We're gonna S-rank the flash training. Nice. Oh, it appears that the VTuber thing has gone off and I hadn't noticed. So I'll fix that. There you go. I'm back now. Max sweep. Magickin. Mask's a pretty good character. I don't tend to get him in Inazuma 11 1, but in 2 he gets economy, which in early economy is a pretty good one. I think economy is far better as a manual than a learnable skill though, because the person that learns it tends to have low TP as a trade-off, which kind of defeats the purpose. Sure. Tackle. Doesn't matter. We got him. Spiral kick. Spiral kick's one of the pretty good basic moves. Good Zim looks good. Obviously ain't that good. Oh no. Should have probably dragged them away. And magic and creeper. And we got a power pendant. Yep, +3. Which is a decent bonus. Especially if you like grinding. We're going to equip. What does power do? Power does stamina. I don't know what the promise pendant does. It probably does something. You'll get guard. Inazuma 1. Now, one of the unique things about Inazuma 1 is technically you can just teach it to anyone, and you don't actually need to use it. All it does is, I think it guarantees a goal if you use it, no matter who has it, and it destroys the enemy's infinite TP. So technically I can just give this to some random. I believe in the Kids FC challenge I gave it to Jamie Cool. One step closer to Royal Academy. Okay, now if you remember from last stream, if you were there, we could recruit from literally every team for some reason. I'm thinking we try that, but obviously save state before just in case it bugs the game out. Because with Kids FC it kind of destroyed the team doing this. So I'm thinking maybe we see if we can actually do this early. So I think it'd be cool. And is the call happening? There we go. Moment of truth. Alright, random number generator. Now I don't know who's actually on the team. I know he is. No, he is. He is. So we'll do 1 to 3. 2-1. So we'll attempt with Terry Stronger. Near the tennis courts. Oh, there he is. On the minute. You can sort of tell when someone's a recruit because they just look out of place on the map. As someone who has played this game religiously, I know pretty much where every NPC is. So I can pretty much tell where the recruits are. Alright, let's see if this destroys. We'll heal up first. Alright. Where? Yeah. I have had my theory confirmed. Stronger in here. I believe Reg Underwood isn't a player you normally have on field. So yeah, I'm assuming that us getting stronger on the team actually did remove it. So that does mean we can get all the teams we want. Damn it. I forgot to put Inazuma 1 on a player. That does mean we will be playing on hard mode. Do you know how I like to play? I like to not play easy. No. I also like to not do that. Yes, not a foul. Get owned. Now I could... I'll do this just to be safe. I don't need to min-max and use all my TP. Getting the goal is what matters. However, I do like that this game does have a sort of difficulty thing inbuilt, where you could just choose not to use the instant win, or the move that makes things easier, and you can still win. Todd's got this. No, it didn't. He doesn't have a special move. Todd. You're disappointing me. Dynamite shot's one I like, just because of how badass the pose is at the end. It's sort of like in Fallout, because in New Vegas, there's a bunch of quests, like the Benny quest, where if you go to the grave, you could pick up clues and go to other places. They have clues for how Benny definitely got you, but you could still out him even without those. But if you do have those clues, you don't have to use the skill checks to convince. But yeah, it's sort of like that. RPG games that do play like RPGs are nice. Ah, cool. Let's see if fired up could do 2 fire tornadoes. Yeah, we can. Yeah, Rakuden's just pulling her own weight, being able to stop a special move like that. Another cool thing this game does is the otaku match, where it does require you to do a lot of recruiting, but you can cheese the ill effects that you get given. Because you do get a massive debuff before the match starts, and if you recruit a lot, it don't matter, because it only affects your active team, which you can swap out. I have to leave it because I did abuse that for the Kids FC game, where I did swap out to regular Raymond and swap back when the event occurred, because playing as kids is enough of a debuff. Kids that have been food poisoned is, yeah, not what I signed up for. Oh, damn. I think that means Axel can't use his special move now. Kevin can. I'm going to try to use Dragon Tornado. At least we can get an ear. An ear for Athort. Well, now that Axel's out of juice, let's give Max his game. Yeah, I believe Kevin can't be used, so. With the keeper not losing any TP, I doubt those two are going to score a goal. Worth a try though. Damn it. Well, I guess we're gonna concede a single goal. With how liberally he used dash accelerator, if we did use Inazuma 1, he wouldn't have scored that. Because that's the problem with strikers in Inazuma 11. The strikers always use the dribbling move, which kinda means they can't shoot. Cause that's why Aphrodite's not that good. Cause Heaven's time uses 50% of his mana, or TP. So he's run into him twice and he's done for. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting the new recruits, just so we don't have to deal with the food poisoning. Or at least only 2 of us, more than just 2 of us, will have their actual stats. I believe the food poisoning brings them all down to 1. With Axel and Mark being the only ones that's 5. Oh, by the way, for the Occult Otaku match, do you think Occult actually lost? Or do you think they did the cheat thing? Yeah, do you think the food poisoned Occult? Or did they just swap the numbers around for the victory after the match, like they do to us? That's an interesting thing to think about. Alright. Yeah. Cause I mean, with all the food poisoning in the world, I don't think Otaku knows how to stop the curse. I mean, they're nerds, so they might have figured it out. Don't think we'll have enough friendship points to be able to recruit all the people we can right now. So, yeah, this is one of the worst things about the first game is the whole waiting for recruits. It's a bit annoying. There you go. Yes, we got it. All right. We get 3. So we are getting Gamer on our team. Huh. Alright, he's by the gym. And there's games that are right out there, I believe. Yep, there's Gamer. This is good because I believe that's there. At least one of the strikers. So we have successfully infiltrated the team. next, I believe, is Royal Academy. Come on. When? Call. Where's the call? Give me the call. There you go. Bother. Go. All right. Let's see who we get from the random number generator. We do actually have some pretty good options here. So we get 5. We get Simmons. One of the main team, but not what I would have called one of the integral members. Near the tennis courts. Okay. I don't know how much the next team's gonna cost, but I'm gonna assume it is about 180, if not 200. So I'll probably wait till I have 200 friendship points before I bother. Incepted. Going to bring back up the VTuber thing. And there you go. I believe he's over here. Damn, I believe he's actually quite a bit ahead of us in terms of levels. So yeah, maybe these extra players are a bit OP. I don't know why random recruits. Don't know why random recruits require you do a match to be able to recruit them, but seasoned players don't. I think that's a bit backwards. I think it should be that seasoned players require you battle to recruit them, and randoms don't. I guess Inazuma 3 does that. So yeah. And then in the Go games you have to find a bunch of random items, which in the best case scenario is kind of annoying, and in the worst case scenario it's like, yeah, 1% item in a post game thing, and you found the guy at the start of the game. It's like, oh thanks, I guess I will recruit you a few hours later. It's just a bit annoying. Alright, you have your dinner then. It's nice having you around. Starting to get a few more people using special moves, which is a bit worrying. I'm pretty sure the randoms are scaled to you, so maybe recruiting the Royal Academy Simmons guy has boosted the power up a bit. am thinking of swapping out the VTuber thing. Not the VTuber thing itself, but the program I use for it. So I'm pretty sure I have another VTuber program. I believe that one doesn't freeze or something. I believe so. Because the one I'm using freezes after an hour, because it's a free trial. Alright. Time to play football with a bunch of old people. And the team is where it should be. I don't know what to think about this team. I do believe... I think I like Samantha as a character. Not sure about the rest though. I think the other striker guy is pretty cool. I just find it weird that a team of adults that have nothing to do with football, supposedly, have their own football team. This is a source of free XP though. Toughness block. What? Yeah, one of my favourite things to do in Inazuma 11 3 is to just recruit an entire team and then play as if I was the team's manager. So like I'd recruit people that I think fit the team. Mostly people not from any other team. It's like randoms. Because like if I was to do this on the Pirates Cove team, I believe there is a few random recruits that are also pirate themed that I would have recruited if I picked them. Send it to Steve. Damn it, Jim. Damn it, Nathan. See if Creepy can do it. I believe Occult's one of the teams I did this with. Yeah, this is just an easy one. I don't know. I dislike that special moves can make it so a shot like this can be stopped when they're here. That's a bit annoying. Realistically, I should have gotten that. Really bad at overpassing. Or overshooting. Alright, they're burnt out now. Oh baby, a triple. That's an old internet reference. Back in the MLG days, in 2014, 2012. I never seem to remember the street sellers' names. Whenever I think of them, I accidentally say golden oldies. Probably because they're a bit more memorable, because Scott Bannion's on the team. And I think that's kind of cool, to put Scott on a retirement team. I believe Scott's retired from football. He works as a salaryman, I think. Which, yeah, I would have not. I would have retired if I was Scott Bannion. Bro did literally nothing in Inazuma, Japan. He just existed to be a background character. Only person on that team to not gain a single move, even in the games. Because Jordan Greenway at least got Astro Gate in the games. I think I want to do more Inazuma 11 content in the future, like characters that I would have replaced in Inazuma Japan. I think it would have been cool if after Neo Japan, Travis did actually like bench some players. Like, the Infinite War guides would have been a cool addition. Like, maybe in the Argentina battle, where Mark isn't there, who could have Infinite Wall be a thing. Maybe have Infinite Wall as a standalone move. As Darren learns Malva Hand. Or tries to perfect it. Either way, we are now styling on them. You know your team's bad when I'm not locking in and I'm actually making commentary. Oh. Damn. Surprised they actually managed to catch that. Because they suck. Ah. That would have been funny. You are done for. Does anyone actually bother with elements in this game? Because I don't. I think that I might at some point try to mess around with actually doing elements. Because I do think the double and triple bonus is actually worth caring about. Set up. Like, unless you're playing competitive, I don't think normal elemental super effectiveness matters. Like, the only time it matters is when there's two moves of similar power from a similarly strong character, which you only really come to have in competitive when everyone runs Vic Long or whatever his name is, Victor Bylon. Alright, time to reopen the maid cafe. Never been to a maid cafe, although I've never been outside my house much. I have at most gone outside for 30 minutes, or gone 30 minutes away from my house. And I spend most of my time in the north of England. Yeah. The character is of Goldie. I do have a Goldie, I do have a Inazuma 11 Go Raimon kit version of the character. Don't know where I'd find that. If I go into more open file and then open file, models. Yeah, I do watch the English dub. The only time I've watched sub over dub is for Orion, but didn't really have much of a choice. I don't think I've watched the Go 2 or Go 3's anime because the dub barely exists. There is some clips of the Chronostone's dub. Yeah, like the English dub. I think it's... Some characters are better than others. Like Axel's character does not sound good in my opinion. Yeah, we need to wait. We need to go to the hospital before the characters actually feel pain. But I do believe there is like a Google Drive of all the available dubs. Of all the dubbed episodes we've found, or not we've, but I don't remember what Partners sounds like, but yeah, if Partners doesn't sound good in the English dub, then that's a bit unfortunate given that he's the captain of the English team, so if England doesn't sound good in English, then something's a bit off. But yeah, we've now reached the point of which these guys are now a bit better. Because everyone's a bit down. So let's bring these guys on. But I did forget to mess around with the latency, sadly. Let's put Kevin on bench. And I'll actually put Stronger on midfield, just so we have someone on midfield that's good. So yeah, we now have a few people are at their peak. I wonder which of the bench characters will be replacing Gamer. Hopefully it's a goalkeeper or something stupid. So yeah, I'm just going to save state, so I have to reload the game if I mess up. So I do believe you get a game over if you fail. Not saying I will fail, but if I do, it'd be a pain in the butt. Yes. Kevin and Max. I think Kevin's dub's better than Axel's dub. But that's not saying much. I don't remember if Max has a good voice. Okay, just casually committing crimes. Love a nice casual crime. Super cash, as the artsy would say. The guy behind Zero Punctuation. Zero Punctuation being one of the best YouTube channels because they do game reviews. Alright, Time to Die. I think Mark's English voice is pretty good. Jude, I believe. Well, I don't think Jude sounds cool, but yeah, I think Jude sounds a bit more nerdish. No, I think he should, but I'm hard to remember. I believe the dub for the game and the dub for the anime are two different things. Because game Sean sounds like he's from Yorkshire. I don't believe anime Sean does. Right. Let's see how Gamer does against his fellow gamers. This is Gamer on Gamer violence. Oh, the humanity. Yeah. The Ares dub is a bit... I think the Ares dub's Axel's better. But I don't know about the Ares dub Mark. I think Ares Mark doesn't sound as good as the original series Mark does, but they got Axel better at least. You know, that looks painful. Of a failure. I could never do that move IRL. I don't have the body for it. Even if I didn't land face first. I just don't own a chest. It is flat. Damn. Even without stomach issues, stronger is not stronger. Oh yeah. Orion. It's because they're American. They can't speak properly. They're going about how England doesn't speak properly. We are the inventors of English. So yeah. By definition, we speak properly. Lovely. Four 0 in first half. Maybe I should have taken the loss. I think Chrono Stones at least does have a full dub. They just never released it. I believe they thought of trying to make Chrono Stones an exclusive for the DS anime app, or the 3DS anime app. Because I believe some of the few dubs we have is from that. But yeah, they didn't. The app got discontinued, so nothing on that survived. And plus obviously it was a 3DS thing, so if we did find something it would have been like 480p. So it wouldn't sound too good. Would have sound better than nothing though. Damn. Raccoon is actually carrying. Even with stomach issues, they are actually doing better than Stronger. Wild was kind of stupid for not putting him on. Just saying. Alright. Oh. Matt showing why he is the GOAT. What a gutsiness fact. I do find it weird how they created a gutsiness club. Like, it is nice to have a second move for Otaku. But I'm surprised they didn't come up with something else. I haven't gone around to watching the Beyblade dub. I liked Beyblade as a kid, like the toys. But I think I ended up watching the anime. But yeah, I got the game on DS. So I had a golden SD card. Or whatever you call them. The A4 card. That's how I came to find Inazuma 11, because that was also on my A4 card. Because there was a huge dump of random DS games on it, and Inazuma 11 was one of them. I do legitimately own the games now though. Well, I legitimately own 1 through 3. I haven't found a copy of Go. I think Jude sounds nerdy because of the goggles. Even though the goggles aren't like reading glasses goggles, they're more to focus on the pitch, narrowing his vision, so I don't get distracted. Still don't know if that's a legitimate strategy. I don't believe those goggles are prescription. They are just glass. I believe SXNC made a young Jude Sharp mod, and yeah, it's kind of weird to see Jude Sharp without the goggles, and he has like the red eyes. Because if you don't know, Jude does have red eyes. You just don't see him. I don't believe that SXNC mod is public though. I believe it was just a showcase. Sadly. Because I would have totally got that mod just for the one character. Hit gamer hat trick, by the way. Game is secretly better than Axel Blaze. Say it ain't so. Alright. I believe we will get to finish Royal Academy. Maybe we'll get to finish Shuriken. You just took a massive fart. Alright, we're off to Mark's house. I always accidentally get caught up with where you start in the neighbourhood for Mark's house, because in the second game and third game you start here. But yeah, I totally need to play Inazuma 11 Origins at some point. You get to, well, spoiler, you get to have Ray Dark on your team. Actually, I don't think it's Ray Dark, I think it's another Dark. Because you're playing as David, so Ray Dark's son, I believe. So yeah, it's the father of Ray Dark. It is the Dark that falls off and turns Ray Dark evil. Alright, so you don't want to go to Med Cafe via here, because then you miss something. Yeah, Tom Dark. TXM Tom Spores. Tom Spore. I still don't know if I like this system, or if I prefer how Go does random encounters. Bruh. Seems a bit weird to say, but I am kind of hoping my father doesn't make food, just so I can have the full 4 hours without being interrupted. There you go. Alright, time for Willy Glass to do his one important thing this game. Wooly's going with you. That sounds like a threat. Also, I think I've noticed this for a while, but Mark's house is things like a heart, which is kind of cool. Elite hacksaw time. Alright. Okay, Axel, Well, I guess you're out of TP, so just a regular shot. Yep, that goes in. One thing that I forget is, like, technically we was meant to get these nerdy guys as a prize from America or something, because winning the cup gets you a ticket to America, but I don't think we ever went there to get that prize for them because of aliens. Do you think they are secretly moulding about that? Like, we never helped them. We never fulfilled our part of the deal. Oh, well done. Oh, well done to you as well. I wonder, I remember seeing a bunch of Twitch streamers having it so emojis appear whenever someone puts an emoji in chat. I wonder if that happens for you, if that's a thing for YouTube as well. Cause I might try out that. Where, yeah. Also, I am thinking of maybe getting a cursor change for whenever I start streaming. Because having a regular computer mouse just seems a bit weird. Don't know what I would do instead of a computer mouse for Inazuma 11. Yeah, I guess we could call them even for giving us food poisoning. At least it wasn't salmonella poisoning. Jack accidentally dies in the middle of the match from salmonella. more cryptic stuff from the detectives. I do wonder if David Evans being alive was a thing they've always planned. Also, I do believe, yeah. Time to bring back the VTuber from death. I have been revived. I have played the Yu-Gi-Oh card Monster Reborn on my VTuber. By the way, I need, I'll probably forget, but it would be nice to be reminded to grab Eric, because you never get told you can get Eric. But yeah, I need reminding when Kirkwood's about to happen. Because on the chapter where you fight Kirkwood, if you go to the hospital with Bobby in your party, that's when the Eric event happens. A casual bit of child murder. You'll love to see it. You think Mr. Wintersea plays Skyrim with the killable children mod? yeah, hopefully this marathon here, this Inazuma 11 marathon, is what brings me, or is what brings me back to doing YouTube full time, or at least part time ish, instead of like once every millennia. Yeah, casual bit of child murder. And this is where Bobby kicks Wintersea's ass. Literally. Like, can we get Shurikens players already? One of the sad things about Inazuma 11 is the fact you can't recruit Poseidon or Aphrodite. You also can't recruit any females, so what does that say about Poseidon and Aphrodite? Interesting. Very interesting. There you go. Who did we kick off, by the way? I didn't check. I just kicked off 3 randoms. Oh yeah. I do wonder if we can get Shadow right now. Well, no, we can get Shadow right now. Shadow being a stranger recruit is a Inazuma 11 free thing. In Inazuma 11 1 you just need to type his name. I believe you have to beat Wild to get him. Alright, let's get a random character. Alright. Number 1, Caltrops. Weird. Named after a weapon, I believe. Near the pitch at the front gate. I believe you're going to be about here by the time I get him, so do I grab the other players? Because I can grab one more, but it'll be a bit of a time waster. I'm thinking of maybe doing it later. Yeah, Caltrops. Maybe after Bobby beats his ass up, we'll get a free swap. Alright, off to club room. Things like beating up Mr. Wintersea has unlocked a new branch of friends. Who would have thought? Yeah, you can't grab him yet. I believe we remove... I like Todd. Oh. Well, that was a misclick. I'll remove Timmy. I also like Timmy, but we need to replace someone. Could you go a bit faster? Oh yeah, I forget that Royal Academy takes a bit longer. Here we need to find the Bobby arc was good, yeah. My favourite arcs is the Sean arc though, obviously. Because it is one of the better arcs. The Eric arc was good, but then they made Eric arc 2 and Eric arc 3 with Soul and forget his name. Soul and Heath. I believe his name's Heath Moore. Where it's like, yeah, we've already had a disabled person join the team. We're getting another 2. I think I'm unsure about Heath Moore's special moves. I do think his Emperor's King's Lance, I believe that looks a bit too much like a fighting spirit move. It's like you got a full-blown king to throw your lance. That sounds like lance or lunge. Well, you got a knight throwing a lance. I don't know, just me, maybe. I think Eric's act was pretty good. I also like the whole Phoenix thing that he gets, because it's like a guy rising from the ashes to play football again. Give him the Phoenix. So yeah, I believe that fit. Should look up what special moves we have, shouldn't we? See if we can get Nathan an actual defensive move. I think spinning cut's a pretty good one. Yeah. Let's make Nathan an actual defender, why don't we? I do believe, I forget which stores sell them. There might be equipment stores that sell special moves in this game. Or it might be regular G-Marts. I don't go to G-Marts normally because of items being kind of useless, but maybe they... I forget if they sell them there or not. They might. I also don't go to equipment stores normally. I do go to them in the Go games, because I like min-maxing, well not min-maxing, but I like getting the same equipment for all my players. And yes, I do buy boots for my players based on looks rather than what skill points to give them. So I believe the fresh boots you get at the start of Inazuma 11 free actually look pretty good. And I use them over the every other boots, even though they're like +1 kick or something. Actually, I think it's speed, but yeah. Normally, some of the worst equipment actually does actually look pretty good. Alright, talking to an old man, gain another route. I believe the Inazuma 11's got a pretty good moveset in Inazuma 11 3. Because I believe they get like giant wall or giant block, where the player becomes massive and just sits down. Yeah, we now need to convince Hillman to be our coach. Not gonna lie, I do like that Sweet is a player of the Inazuma 11. I do kind of find it cool that the kids teams, yeah, Mega Wall is what I mean. Yeah. So I do believe Arthur Sweet does get Mega Wall. And I believe one of the special God Hand techniques Hillman has. Triple Hand, I believe it is. Or one of the God Hand techniques that you don't normally get Mark Hillman has. I forget which IE2 game exclusive you're talking about. I do like a few of them, I'm pretty sure. I like Warp Dash. Warp Dash is pretty cool. I believe Frozen Shot or Freeze Shot is a semi-game exclusive, where it was like in Inazuma 11-1, but it didn't become part of the anime till the third game. I mean the third season. Oh, Dual Stormy Island's cool. I am kind of sad that some of the Inazuma 11 team doesn't have a young version. Like their bench just doesn't have a young team. I believe that's kind of sad. And I wish that young David Evans was a thing. Could you get young Hillman, so why not young Evans or young David Evans? We're bringing the boys back together. One of the weird things is I think Neo Galaxy was in Inazuma 11-1. I believe. And not just in a temporary way or a semi way where it's an Inazuma 2 move in the code of Inazuma 1 but not attainable. I believe it is obtainable. Oh, good tower. Yeah, the galaxy. I'm thinking of fighting spirits. Which one of those are pretty good for game exclusives? Because I'm pretty sure a few of them are. I think Corvus doesn't get a special move, or don't get a spirit move. It just summons Corvus. So I guess that's semi-game exclusive. Shin Maj in the Hand. I believe that is just Maj in the Hand. But if you level it up, so I believe all of Mark's Granddad moves, they do have a special version if you fully level them up. Because I know if you get true God Hand or fully evolved God Hand, that becomes a rainbow. It gets a rainbow effect around it. We'll keep Willy for the meme of it. Imagine that. Yeah, I'm unsure about the evolutions, if Mark used them. I know he definitely used the fully evolved God Hand. Oh yeah, I do like the Ares Mark, because it's like a clash of two protagonists. Because you can tell that Mark is a protagonist in the Ares match. They don't downscale him like you see in many shows where a cool new character appears and they call the old characters really bad in comparison. Like, Mark is obviously a great player even if he isn't like the character in focus. Right. We're getting Bobby on the team. It does kind of suck that Bobby don't get his own like really good move like Eric does. I believe he doesn't even get like anything new in the anime. I believe in the game he gets like Volcano Cut, but I don't think that's his move necessarily. Or I believe Bobby should have gotten something. Like Eric gets the Phoenix. All Bobby gets is like Killer Slide. Like, I'm trying to think of the America match if he gets anything. Kimoga versus the little Gigantes. Oh no, he does get Volcano Cut in the Epsilon match. Yeah, I guess Volcano Cut is something. Well, Scott Banyan definitely kind of sucks because he is literally a one Hisatsu person that never used anything except for the spinning move, which the spinning move don't even look that good in the anime. It looks better in the games. Like, it would have been cool to see Scott Banyan getting a dragon move, like Dragon Cannon. Something to tie him to his school, where he gets like a wind dragon cannon or something like that. Who do I replace? Well, Caltrops is definitely going on. Sorry, Paul. Gus Gamer, I guess, can buzz off for a bit. Sorry, Stronger. Steve has to stay on because I made him a part of the thumbnail. It's the law, I'm afraid. Ready and go to the pitch. Does it mean the station pitch? No. Raymond? Oh no, right back. Nope. Yeah, the pitch ain't very descriptive. Inazuma 11. If I bring up, I want to see what that guy looks like. The dragon guy. I think he looks cool. By the way, I am wondering if there is a person that has modded in evil Paul Peabody. Because Paul Peabody was technically meant to be a part of the Dark Emperors. And I believe he is. No, yeah, actually isn't. But I believe Paul Peabody was actually meant to be in the Dark Emperors, along with the girl character you can get in Alpine. Or in Hokkaido, in the Snow Ridge. The one with only skills. I believe she was also meant to join the Dark Emperors. So evil versions of those two would have been cool to see. Pretty funny though, to imagine a evil Peabody. I definitely could have taken that guy seriously. I could barely take Dark Emperor's Todd seriously. He's just a little guy. How could he be dark?
Is that Royal Academy?
Yeah. Dot. Yep, we are high up, guy. Yeah. Yeah, I believe Evil Peabody was meant to be the keeper of Dark Emperors, and Shadow was meant to be replaced with Aurelia, I believe. Aurelia Dingle. The person that's the manager in Ares. Which I believe was a pretty random inclusion. Like, I bet I was one of the only people to look at Ares at the manager and be like, oh look, it's that cat, it's that girl I tend to get in Hokkaido. It's like if Sagi ended up joining the Ares team. It's like, yeah, this is a pretty cool reference, but like, why? I do wonder what move they would have given to Evil Peabody though. Would it have been like an evil Margin? Would we have gotten Mal the Hand but done by Paul Peabody instead of Darren LaChance? You know what would have been cool? If this was like Inazuma 11 Go and the girders just like stayed on the pitch in the like impassable bits of the pitch. You know, like I forget the I forget what they're called. The magic team with the pinball stage. It'd be like that, where you like kick the ball, it hits the girder, and it bounces off. You do like a worse version of the pinball, or a better version because it doesn't have the thing that blocks shots or passes. Yeah, goal. Because that was always annoying. And I believe it also took away power from a shot. Maybe Malvahand is actually from Paul Peabody and they just gave it to Darren. Which is funny because Malvahand's thing was Darren's own move. So if that was originally Paul Peabody's move, that would have been like extra ironic. Because not only does it look like Mark's moves, it's someone else's move as well. I do kind of wish that Darren's own move actually looked like a move Darren could only do and Mark couldn't. Like, I do think Moog in the hand looks a bit more like Darren's own move than Mal the hand would. Pass it up. Oh, look, we have Carlton. I believe that's what his name is. Dragon Tornado. I do wonder how Inazuma 11 Ares the game would have handled overrides. Would they have forced players to be near each other to do the override, or would it just be like Dragon Tornado in this game, where you click a button and it overrides, and you don't actually need to sail perfectly? Worst case in scenario, it would have been like chains, where you have to put one in front of the other manually. Yeah. I really like Norika too, especially with Mermaid Veil, like Splash Hand, or Splash Guard, or whatever it's called. That one was a tiny bit Mark Evans-ish. Like a tiny bit, like it does still fit her more than it does fit Mark, but Mermaid Veil was definitely super unique and fits her. I also like the fan characters sometimes. Like the Triceratops girl, I think was part of Italy's team. I believe it's Italy's team on Orion. Inazuma 11 Orion. Yeah. Yeah, Triceratops character for keeper for Italy. It does kind of suck that she got replaced halfway through the match. But that guard where she brought the wheel, the guy that's the wheel that ate the ball, it's a pretty weird move. But Triceratops guard, I want that on my team. Triceracard is going on my team. The secondaries has been added to the side game. Clone Faker. I really like Swing. Whenever I do recruit from Royal Academy, I try to get Swing. Swing or King is my go-to Royal Academy player. Recruit. Alright, off to Bobby. Oh. Not off to Bobby, I guess. Oh. Off to Bobby. Yeah, I do, yeah. I believe Swing was on that midgets team that I talked about last stream. I believe Swing was actually the captain of the second team for Midget United. Also, I kind of came up with Midget United when I was in school, because I went to the autism room because I was very disruptive in class. And instead of do work, I played Inazuma 11. VTuber model getting fixed. The webcam I am using is actually pretty bad, but at least it works well for VTubing. Alright, let's replace a few people. Guts, you're on. Spiral Shot, kinda useless right now. Hawk Shot, not gonna make the joke, not gonna make the joke, not gonna make the joke. I am thinking that Nathan non-ironically should go there now. Ah. Damn, Clone Faker. I think that Clone Faker is one of my favourite simplistic moves. That or Double Touch. Simplistic as moves that anyone thinking of making an Inazuma game could do. Well, anyone could think of, not anyone could do. Hawk Shot. Steve in with the help. Ah, bugger. Were you going to get some raccoon help? Yep, raccoon on it like white on rice. I don't get that phrase, white on rice. Like, I've had some yellow rice before. Egg fried rice is more yellow than white. Wild really missed out on using Raccoon. Raccoon's only downside is not having a single special move, but with how good the blocks have been, I don't think they needed one. They are the special move. Not gonna lie, I don't get why Gus Martin is a meme, but yeah, I do like the guy. I think he's pretty sick looking. Yeah. In the Inazuma 11 Great Road of Heroes mod, I played as Royal Academy Mixed. Royal Academy Mixed is essentially a mix of Go and regular Royal Academy put together. Which is something you could only do in Inazuma Victory Road of Heroes mod right now. Once Victory Road comes out, you could do it on there too, I guess. But for now, it's only a thing you can do on that mod, so yeah. I believe I also have a video on this channel about all the moves Royal Academy Go can do on the Great Road Heroes mod. I do actually like Royal Academy Go quite a lot. Specifically Wales, its benched striker. And I forget his name. I think it's called Ascot. I like Ascot as well. I forget the name of the move, but I think it's called rolling tackle or something like that. Where you jump over someone's head and then slide tackle. Or something like that. I believe he gets that in the Great Road Heroes mod. And it's Inazuma free move. Because that's where the mod's on. Are we actually going to 5-0 these guys? I've just realised we are going to S rank Royal Academy. Yeah. I believe I have Wales on my first Go 1 save file. I don't believe I have it anymore because my I had a problem with my computer's sound, so I had to do a few factory reset stuff. And in doing that, I accidentally deleted my save files for Citra, which included my original Go 1 save file. But I am pretty sure Wales was on that team. I believe I also lost the original Chronostone save file I had because of that. Yeah, I am relatively new to the Go games. Oh well, I was in high school because I didn't get it when the 3DS was big. I think I started playing Inazuma 11 again like the year before or the year after the Switch came out. So yeah, I was pretty late to the Go party. Yeah, that whole save deletion thing that happened to my PC also wiped my Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playthrough, and I really don't like Scarlet and Violet because of how bad it runs. So yeah, I hadn't beaten Scarlet and Violet again. I never can get around to doing that because I always quit after a while and then make a new save file. Because me, I don't like going back to games. I like restarting and doing it in one go. Like if I haven't played a game for a month, when I go back to it I do delete the save or create a new save. Ooh. Spooky. Alright. I'm not gonna end now, but one thing I want to do before the end is get a new character. So let's go do that. But yeah, I believe Caltrops is a bench character, so we won't be changing Shuriken's lineup. I'm going to pull up Shuriken. Yeah, Crackshot. Crackshot's one of my arch nemesis of Shuriken. Whenever I try beat Shuriken on S rank, I normally have an issue with Crackshot keeping on blocking me. So yeah, I have that issue more than I do with Farm, which is funny, considering Farm is the defensive team and Shuriken's meant to be the more offensive one. Talking about Farm, I believe Farm's the characters we're getting. Maybe we'll get 2 characters before the end of this stream. Alright. Shuriken, Farm, you know, we'll get Farm and Kirkwood, I'm pretty sure. And then hopefully tomorrow we do get the earlier start so I can have the full 4 hours before it starts to interfere with my dinner time. Let's change Willie a bit. Don't need William. Let's put Raccoon up here and replace Bobby with Max. Just so we have a different lineup of people. Also, let's give Max a reason to exist. Well, a reason to exist other than being cool as hell. So yeah, Max is now our Inazuma 11 winner. And if he levels up a tiny bit, he can use the move twice. Shouldn't I be getting a call about now? Going a bit skit, so I'm thinking I've already gotten the call. And I might have just skipped over it like an idiot. No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe getting my webcam and putting a bit further down. So I think I tend to blink a lot on the VTuber model because my webcam's significantly higher than my head. Alright, random character time. We are getting 3 on our team. Number 3 is Roast. I believe Roast is a pretty good character. He gets run ball run at least. The vicinity of the gym shed. Yeah, I slouch a lot, so the webcam is above me. Tornado catch. Okay, Raccoon, despite being a defender, better striker than Axel Blaze, question mark. Surprising MVP. I like this Evolent guy. I think he looks pretty cool. That's the thing about Inazuma 11 random recruits. You get a few characters with a really cool design, and they have nothing to do with the story. You don't get that with a lot of games. Alright, Evolent, go. Rose is on the team. Let's see what is. Oh, I thought it was going to be Roast because he likes to roast his own coffee or something like that. No, he just likes eating roast chicken. Yeah, he is essentially just Timmy but better. Sorry, Timmy. I do wish Timmy, I wish there was a bit of side content for Inazuma 11 3, where you'd get the old Raymond characters in places where they'd want to be. So like you'd find Timmy in the Kung Fu area. Maybe he gets a new special move, or at least he says that he trained to get Dragon Cannon or something like that. Where it's not a new special move, but it's like new for him. Maybe have some side quests. I do believe you do find Timmy in that area. I believe you find him in Inazuma 11 2 in that area. Oh, I accidentally clicked. That's the thing I don't like about this taskbar I've got down here. I always end up accidentally clicking again. I do wonder why Max is given the role of forward and not like given the role of midfielder or something. Because Max is not a striker by any means of the word. He gets like a midfielder forward move. I believe he gets the veterans special move. The cross drive. But I do think that's like only 30 TP or 30 to 40. Like barely better than Fire Tornado, even if it even is. Imagine if we get one of the Murdoch twins. I think if I do get a Murdoch twin, I will have to say no to that just in case that breaks the game. Pretty sure it might break an animation at least. Especially if someone of the wrong body type appears in his place. Or if no one does. So yeah, for safety's sake, I will have to say no to a Murdoch twin if he appears. Hopefully only one of them appears at max. Knight should be okay. Alright. 500. Yeah, just on the random thing I'll make it 1 to 500. And then change it back to 5. Just so I get a truly random one. Maybe it would work. Well, we're getting their goalkeeper. Which seems a bit like a bad thing, because like, obviously we can't remove Mark from the net. I mean, you can, but it's a bit weird if you do. So I guess we'll have to use him as a defender, like Mark. Maybe we could have given Mark Inazuma 1 instead of Max. I believe veteran lets you clone moves in Inazuma 11 1. Maybe we'll go to him. But yeah, let's imagine it'd be funny if a forward ends up taking Neville's place and we just get 3 goals. Due to the keeper being a forward. That would have been a Lamau moment. Counter-Strike. Oh, I love that game. Nah, I don't. I've played like a total of an hour of Counter-Strike in my life. I'm not an FPS person. Oh yeah. I believe at this point it is over. See you next time. We made it to about 3 hours, so yeah, about the same as last time. So yeah, next time we will be fighting Shuriken. Probably going to be fighting Farm. Maybe we fight. Is there someone after Farm? Oh yeah, Kirkwood. I just got a guy from Kirkwood. I've forgotten. Yeah, the team. It's kind of funny. But yeah, that's it for this stream. It's nice. It was a nice stream. Hopefully tomorrow will be as nice. Maybe we finish the game on day 4 and day 5, 6 will be Inazuma 11 Origins. Or 5, 6, 7. There's 7 days in a week. And allotting 7 days per game. For Inazuma 11 2, 3, Go 2, Go 3, we will do the post game, but on Inazuma 11 1 and Inazuma Go 1, we will just probably play different. We'll probably play a ROM hack instead, because their post games are fun, to be honest. So bye. Whoops.